Actually, I opened this for Dhamma Talks with Luang Por because it's different from the other place in the Thai temple. We're not just going to eat the food for the monks or then receive the 5 precepts and go home. But we want everyone to come to learn deep more about the Buddhism. So next time, would you please find some, if you want to learn more about the Buddhism, we not just come to enjoy meal and go home, but we want to give you a chance for, to more practice about the Buddhism.
Can you talk more about Anatta in more detail? Because Dhamma Talks is the things that people keep on talking, but not much about Anatta.
Well, people don't talk so much about anatta because it's more complicated. That's why. And I guess it's anatta that frightens people off. I know that because it frightened me off. I can remember when I was a student and I shared a room with a Belgian poet. And we were very poor. It was a very, very sparsely furnished bedsit. And we each had about 5 or 6 books, and which we treasured. And amongst his books there was a book on Zen Buddhism. And I can remember saying to him, "What's all that about then?" "Oh," he said, "that's about getting rid of your ego." And I thought, "Oh, I'm not going to touch that, that'll ruin my career for sure." I believed then, you see, that to be a successful actor you had to have a strong and powerful ego. Later on I discovered that wasn't true. And I discovered that when later on, as an actor, when I was at the National Theatre, I discovered Buddhism. And I found that in fact, I became a better actor by not being so concerned about ego. And I noticed that the most egocentric of actors were the poorest. And I became friends at that time with a very unusual man who died about 5 weeks ago. A man called Victor Spinelli, who was famous for being in all the Beatles films. And he was a very remarkable man. And when we worked together on a John Lennon play. And he was always on about being in the moment, in the present. Now when you're in the present, when you strive to be in the present, you actually are quite automatically losing the concept of self. Because it's just the doing. And you're not carrying all the baggage. And normally we carry all the baggage that we call ego. And that includes a lot of negativity and or I can't, or I. And it was wonderful working with him because you could become so free. And I remember one day, we did this for a one-off, very special occasion, this play. And it was all composed of John Lennon's nonsense verse, which was very difficult to learn because there's not a clear thread, there's not clear sense to it. And so it was difficult to memorize. And I was never a good study. I didn't memorize easily. And he said to me one day, he said, "I think you ought to do that poem." This was like Thursday, we were opening on Sunday. The whole thing was chaotic. So I think you ought to do that. It's a whole page. I said, okay. I didn't think. There was this tremendous freedom. Okay. Next morning I had it. And I did it because I wasn't carrying all that baggage, attachment to limitations and ego. And so that's when I discovered that actually you became much more creative when you dropped all that stuff associated with self, or at least you began to drop it. It's liberating. And that's when I realized that the whole concept of anatta is a liberating one. It's frightening because most people think in terms of self. And when you say you haven't got a self, well, they either get absolutely terrified or just are unable in any way, shape or form to comprehend it. But it's certainly worrying for most people. But in truth, it becomes liberating. Because what is self is all that baggage. And all that baggage is, in truth, unreal. And that's what the Buddha was pointing at. So, now Luang Por was very fond of saying, Roy Wan, and just let go. And that's, in a way, another way of saying this, of talking about anatta, of not carrying the baggage, of not carrying me and mine and all the stuff associated that I associate with me and mine around with me all the time. In the Anattanakkana Sutta, the Buddha talks about the five khandhas. He questioned the monks about the five khandhas. And he asked them, is this form? Is this permanent or impermanent? Impermanent form. And is what is impermanent satisfactory? And so on. No. And he went through all the khandhas like this. And then taught that there is no self associated with any of this that we have attachment to and that we think of as me and mine. So it's a very simple discourse, really. Like much of the Buddha's teaching, it's not long, and there's not much there to try and remember, but it's very profound, and it changes your life. Believe in me. So don't be afraid of anatta, the concept of anatta, but just do this practice and come back again to what we were saying earlier, of letting go. There is nothing to be, nothing to gain. In a world where it's all about being and gaining. I used to be right in the thick of that, being the famous actor, gaining, getting. And it's very, very painful. And it brings a lot of suffering. And I saw also amongst people I knew, and I worked with some of the most famous actors in the world, and I saw unhappiness.
Now, about another story. On the 16th of September, which is on Sunday, Luang Por going to have Ongkurima Day for Spring Hill prisoner. Our bat is 54. Luang Por, 54 seats.
54.
Luang Por know that. Now, if someone looks at your...
Don't tell the prison.
Right now, we got about 38 seats now. It's been booked. So we got not so much seats left. If anyone wants to join, with the name down. We can only limit seats 54 because this is prison. We cannot bring all 3 buses in there.
What time?
12:30. Luang Por, be there about 2:30 as usual.